This is what we're going to make today. It is magnets that are used to hold either your quilt top or your backing to your quilting frame. This is just a pocket that we've sewn into our leader, and it's got a piece of steel strapping in here, and I'll show you all that later. But these just stick on there and hold your top or your backing in place. Let's just say that this is our quilt top right here, and you just line it up with that red line which we used to sew our pocket in there to hold the steel strapping, and you just drop these in place like that. It's that quick. We haven't had any problems with these slipping. Holds this on there really tight. Alright, let's get down to the shop and I'll show you how we made these little pieces of wood and got all these glued in place. It was a little difficult to get these glued in place because they're magnetic and they want to try to snap together. The first thing we got to do is get these little blanks cut, and they're just a little bit less than 3/16 of an inch thick. They're 3/4 of an inch wide, and then they're 4 inches long. And these are oak, but I think you could use any wood that you wanted to, pine or really anything. Oak's a hardwood, and so I just figured it would help them last longer. I'm getting ready to cut these, and I have a 0 clearance insert in my table saw. That's going to keep them from falling down in there as I cut them off. Okay, now that I've got them ripped, I'm going to cut them to length, and I've got a stop set here at 4 inches off my blade. Alright, so now I'm gluing these on here, and I'm using super glue. This is some gel super glue from Harbor Freight. I've got a little piece of sandpaper. I'm on my table saw here. It helps if you're on something magnetic, because that keeps your magnets from trying to come together. They kind of stick down to the table. And when you're making these, you want all of your magnets to kind of be facing the same way so that you can make a stack like this. If you get them the other way, you'll have some that won't stick on there. Like I made this one by mistake, and it won't stick on the stack. What you can do is you get your little stack of magnets, and it says, okay, it's trying to attract, so I want that part down. And then what I do is I bring them over here to the sandpaper and just slide them off. These things are super magnetic, and then just sort of wiggle them around to the bottom. What you're trying to do is score the underside so that the glue will stick. Okay, so I've got them all done. Now I want to take a little CA glue activator, spray some on there and let it sit for a second, and then just wipe it off. Get my first magnet, put a little drop of gel on it like that, put my template in place and drop it down in the hole like that, and push it down, and it should instantly freeze in place. Do the next one. Keep going. This guide helps get them in the right spot. It also helps keep them from snapping together real quick. I had an issue with that before I got this template done. I've tried several different things. This is what's worked for me the best. Well, I figured it would happen sometime, and I've got my, there we go. Okay, that's the first time my template got stuck, but they're all stuck down there and ready to go. And I just keep going. Okay, that's got them all made. That's 20 of them. I got a few blanks left over in my gauge there. I got them in an old cigar box. We need some metal to put in the leaders for the magnets to stick to, and what I'm using is some strapping that's used to hold bundles of stuff together. This actually came from Tractor Supply. They have some T-posts, and this was used to hold the T-posts together during shipping, and they just gave it to me because it's just trash. A lot of times lumber yards will have them. I looked at Lowe's and Home Depot, and all of theirs is plastic, so of course that isn't going to work. But if you had like an old style lumber yard in town, they may have some steel strapping is what they would call it also. But like I said, this came from Tractor Supply, and it comes, you know, bent up like this, so you're going to have to straighten it out, and you just give it, just kind of bend it, get it as flat as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, that's good enough, and you just go along and work out the kinks. Now this is going to be hard to get out of there. I actually picked up 3 of these, and I didn't use this one because of that. Just keep working your way down there, and now when you get them, they come crimped together like this, and so if you can get them to cut you a new one right at this, it'll give you a longer piece. or you can just cut these out, and then if you need them longer, just put you 2 or 3 of them together and just tape them, because you could just tape them together. All they have to do is stay close together in your leader. All right, now let me show you how to get them in your leader. Okay, so here's the steel strapping, and I've got it in this leader. And in order to accommodate it, you're going to need to put this is 3/4 of an inch wide, and so you're going to need a pocket this is 7/8 of an inch. And we sewed this pocket in here with red thread so that it would give us a good line to line our top up on, or our backing, or whatever it is that we're using these to hold. Once you get that sewn in there, all you have to do is just slip in that steel strapping. And like I said, if you need another piece, just butt you another piece up there and tape it, because all it's got to do is just keep it from coming apart. And you just push it up in your leader. All right, well, that's got them all finished. I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for watching.